Some individuals are exempt from rules that should apply to everyone. A hero is suddenly a risk factor the moment the war is over. So you murder him. Crude, but effective. In reality, they've no need for living heroes, just dead ones. Here's a question, Alex. Can we stop Captain Mateus Torres?
Depends on if you treat the captain or 3 strikes as a singularity.
Both are. What happens when 2 singularities exist on the same field?
That requires 7 months calculation with current resources.
We'll just have to trust the guys in the field.
David, evacuate.
No, I still have to finish up here. The Erusian military finally sent part of the Alicorn specs. Its basic capabilities listed here were as we predicted. What's interesting is this over here. In addition to main guns, they have a 600mm 128 caliber rail cannon. The barrel exceeds 70 meters. Its range is over 3,000 kilometers. That matches what we calculated from the bombardment on Anchorhead Bay. The mini nuke they seem to have obtained has a yield of 1 kiloton. It'll destroy anything within a 400-meter radius of ground zero. Casualties are to be in the tens of thousands.
I know some things are better left unsaid, but let me say it. That's less damage than I expected.
Nice catch. Do you remember this speech?
This vote has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. Only then will they let go of their weapons. Weapons that would have taken the lives of 10 million.
The imagery invoked by those words and the actual predicted damage just don't match.
So, here's a question.
Sorry, got no quizzes for you today. They will launch the nuke on September 19th.
Why are you so sure?
Because that's the anniversary of the end of the Continental War. Anti-war demonstrations and victory parades are in full swing in ORED. There's about 1 million participants in total. That number will rise on the anniversary. However, this nuke isn't that powerful. They'd have to thread through the eye of a needle to achieve their desired result.
Terminal guidance would be needed.
Right. How do they intend to achieve it when even GPS won't work?
You're all thinking too much. If we sink the submarine, it's problem solved.
Crude, but effective.
Crude?
All right, look at this. The Alicorn's expected course. We know it was off Anchorhead Bay, and it has to get to ORED within range before September 19th. They must avoid being detected by Osea, its allies' sound surveillance system, and ships. Taking into account its maximum operating depth, this is the only possible route. The Alicorn will move along the Azalea Seamount chain and reach a rather blandly named body of water called PX-80443. The waters here are shallow due to an undersea mountain range and nearby islands. This is where it'll be. We also know roughly when they'll arrive in the area.
Quite the prediction you have.
Indeed, but if it makes it through, then you're looking at P&E Trench. The sub's max operating depth is 600 meters. Tracking it would be impossible.
Right. Now I'm going to give you the mission details, so listen up. Our mission is to cooperate with the patrol aircraft to find the Alicorn. In the first phase of the mission, multiple patrol aircraft will drop sonobuoys to build a sonobuoy barrier. Then, in the second phase, we narrow down the possible location of the Alicorn by analyzing the data obtained from the sonobuoys. The results of our analysis will be data linked and shown on an overlay on your radars. And for the final phase, Trigger, you're going to look for the submarine. We acquired one special MAD, a magnetic anomaly detector, for this. It'll be on Trigger's plane. Fly over where we expect the Alicorn might be. If the submarine is right beneath you, your MAD will detect it. You'll also have nautical charts on your radars, so use them. Once it's found, our fleet will commence a unified attack with ASROCs and sink it.
And if we miss?
4 ships will be joining the operation. There won't be a second salvo.
So, who's flying, Wiseman?
Everyone except myself. Oh. This is in order. Now get your fat asses moving.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Well, it's time for some treasure hunt, Trigger.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Hushin. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
Control aircraft sector 1. We're the Philippine barriers. We're all prepared to buy the farm, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one needs to try to locate it.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger!
Wilco.
Understood. Understood. Roger.
Understood.
3 strikes of rebels in the killing. Catch him while he's at it. Go! Rip the wings off that degenerate!
Strider 2, engaging. Strider 3, engaging.
Cyclops 2 engaging.
They must have been waiting for us in the air.
Dave, here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
20 to 30, depending on the type of aircraft, but it's unconfirmed intel. Could be more. With 3 strikes, we could reduce them to a single digit.
Nah, we can reduce them even more.
Not sure it's because of Trigger, but those are calculations I do like.
Know the answer soon enough.
Fired everything we've got as soon as we find that sub. We've only got one chance.
We're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
More hiding.
Trigger, can you get him?
Situation report. Debris from the downed aircraft is landing in the water.
Let me know when the bodies. I need the debris stops raining.
Alert! Breaking!
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Prioritize mines close to the patrol aircraft.
Do you have a moment? Firing!
What's up?
2 groups of demonstrators have clashed. People are running away. I see lots of signs held up. There are even banners flying in the air. They're advertising drones.
What? You're in Ored?
Yeah, I live here. I haven't saw the drone look out in the street either.
I meant, why aren't you running?
Hey, you guys aren't running, are you?
Damn right.
Trigger won't be able to defend the home.
Yes, those drones are running away.
What do you mean?
I'll call you back. Alice, I need you to check something. There's a hit by a missile! More incoming!
Our patrol aircraft are under attack. Strider 2, Fox 2.
Missile launched.
Nice kill, Trigger. The patrol aircraft can continue now.
25% of target drop. We've been attacked by hostiles.
What did the calculations say? We only need one of them. There are people aboard those planes.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure it doesn't come to that. You're coming after our patrol aircraft, all right.
Missile away. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for impact.
Damn it. They aren't meant to fly when we haven't secured air superiority.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Knew it. I knew that captain was up to no good.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Enemy submarine location yet to be determined.
Thanks. I owe ya.
We dodged it.
We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us.
Launched.
Our patrol aircraft are in trouble. Fox 2.
I'm gonna open this guy up.
The aircraft from the submarine are well trained.
Hostile confirmed down. Dodge cell. Reset, got her back.
Trigger, the other guys are standing their ground, but in the end, it comes down to you. Do us proud.
70% of sonar buoys dropped.
Just a little more.
All aircraft be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles.
Dropping sonar buoy now. Won't be landing till they wipe us out, huh? It's already in time for this one. Enemy on me. Take it away.
Locked on. This one's a goner.
Missile evaded.
Got us. We're full on the side.
Protect Spectre. Situation normal. Should we clear the baffles, Captain? They won't chase by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for impact.
Shit. Hold on tight, guys.
Hit by a missile. More incoming. Acting from behind. We're their escort. Kill them with your body. 95% of sonar buoys dropped.
They must be very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas. Complete their 3 strikes.
Mayday, mayday, mayday!
Patrol down. Protect the remaining aircraft.
No more on my watch.
We lost the tackle!
Missile launched.
Spectre's in trouble. We need to cover them.
Confirming new hostiles.
We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us.
Our ghost pal is in a tight spot.
Splash 1.
We're searching over a wide area. We're gonna need quite a few. Lost control! I've lost control!
We lost a patrol aircraft. Only 2 remaining.
According to my calculations, we're even.
Let's stop relying on calculations. Shit.
That's on me, Trigger. I couldn't defend them.
Captain's plans are infallible. As such, we shall never know defeat. All systems dropped. Barrier complete. Analysis complete. Stabilizing the Alicorn navigable zone.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
Treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger, you're on contingent combat air patrol. The MAD won't function at high speeds. Fly slower than 800 kilometers an hour.
The deperming measures on the submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Trigger, you need to slow down. Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near. Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They predicted that we through the MAD.
Seems like this is our contingency.
Similar to the source of the noise in the ocean surface. It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys.
They think those cheap toys will help them escape our net?
What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
An explosion? Control aircraft, what's happening underwater?
That's it, Trigger. Impossible. We're only hearing
escapes.
Full speed ahead. Aye, sir.
Don't let him get away.
Damn it. Sector, I need you to determine the sub location again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonobuoy to respond.
God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data leaking.
This location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry. It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
We can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger.
Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time it, Trigger. Count on it.
Think we can find it? This is pretty tough.
Let's do this.
Lanza, draw the attention of the hostile at 9 o'clock.
No way you won't pick up a huge steel whale. Look harder.
It's a race against time now.
You've reeled it in. Positive hit on the MAD.
That's it.
Strider 1 found the submarine Alicorn.
Yeah! All that flying around paid off.
We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow.
Target coordinates acquired.
Coordinates re-enter. Commence preparations to fire the VL Asrock.
VL Asrock ready for launch. Line of fire is clear.
Ready. Fire all missiles!
Fire!
Missile away. All anti-submarine missiles launched.
Report the result.
Did we get him?
Alicorn spotted. It's surfacing.
Surfacing? We haven't sunk it? It's attacking our fleet.
Son of a... We didn't hit him.
What?
You're wrong, Cal. Back them into a corner. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger.
Welcome.
Roger.
Welcome. Roger. Prepare to abandon ship. We can't fight it. Evacuate! Lost Destroyer Seagull and Aegis Vessel Canary. The order is to continue to be fought at the bottom of the sea. Be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
One of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about. Throttle up! Fire!
Strider 1 has destroyed a railgun.
Awesome. That's one horn snapped off. It's direct hit on main gun! It's right!
The Alicorn is diving.
Power station is damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched.
There's no need to retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Thanks for watching surveillance. My capability is about to surface.
That's more than a doubt. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto. Strider 1, missile inbound. Evade.
Missile away.
I'm grateful you're around. Enemy has a lock. Evade. We picked up the Alicorn underwater. Oh, yeah!
Enemy submarine surfacing.
Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss?
Charging complete.
Commence fire!
The railguns have locked onto you. Increase your flight speed and evade. Fox 2.
Fire! Fire!
I feel ready.
Rider 1, missile inbound. Evade!
Target eliminated. The Alicorn has launched aircraft.
That's some real skill there. They've got serious guts to take off right now.
Guts. They're just standing crazy.
Flying objects have been launched from the Alicorn. They have different signatures from the UAVs we've seen. Missile launched. Target hit.
Required mark on bandit. Firing!
The small UAVs have activated EM barriers.
I have visual. They look similar to the Arsenal Bird's defense system.
What do we do then? We don't have Stonehenge to bust through them, you know.
The Alicorn is diving.
My fellow submariners, your lives carry weight. It gives you the right to take the lives of others. The killer with the enemy detects preacher brothers. Go head on with first strike and take him down with me. You're not going that easy. You're after the 3 scars. One many because of him.
Fox 2.
Missile launched. Strata 1, target acquired. The Alicorn is surfaced. Commence assault.
Commence fire! Concentrate all firepower on the assaulting aircraft!
Lost control aircraft.
Fire! Get away from that missile! Keep firing! That's it! Keep firing! Push their lives into the face of your leg! Alright, get him!
Required mark on bandit. Firing!
We get a boat full of AA weaponry. Still, they won't even flinch. The enemy sure is making things hard for us.
Missile hit. The pressure hull near the ballast tank has sustained damage.
Don't let Trigger hog the spotlight.
Enemy submarine diving.
Hello, this is North. What's the situation over there? We got a moment or two. Stat rep? The advertising drones. These guys are doing terminal guidance. Hey, chill. There are advertising drones flying above the demonstrators. They're perfect for a guidance system. They're piloted at captain. I'll call you back. Now, how far is it from the base?
Probably 2 upstairs.
See the lives being lost. Completion is at hand. The souls of the dead are coming together like the pieces of a puzzle.
Strata 1, target acquired. Alicorn surfacing.
You must save those souls that died chained to the prison of ethics.
Return to operation area.
Lancaster, my HUD's glitching. Trigger, count. How are things over there?
We've identified the source of the jamming signal. It's the Alicorn.
That simple surface sub would be easy. We're gonna take out the one flying low from above.
Think!
Missile inbound, missile inbound. Trigger destroyed a jammer. Jamming signals no longer detected.
Quick and effective, just as always.
Thanks, Trigger.
Trigger, drones can be destroyed before they activate the barriers. That's a pretty small window, but I know Trigger can pull it off. Ready to fire. Main gun, commence fire.
Trigger being targeted by the railguns. Shake him off.
Get through their anti-air barrage.
The Alicorn is submerged. Wait for the next window of attack.
They got away. We're in the middle of a search. How are things? We're going to jam this entire region in the Air Force's EW aircraft. Uh-oh. Is that the Big Bang?
Away.
All radios will be disabled. Controlling the drone and terminal guidance will be impossible. It's clearly ineffective.
Bastard.
Cell phones will stop working too. This might be our last call. Leave the rest to us. It has to be reeling from all that damage.
Enough spotted. There's underwater corridor.
Alicorn surfacing.
Bandit is down. What we have to do is simple.
Trigger's attack and then follow up.
I see. Fox 2. Fox 2.
Bandit is down.
I'm on his back.
I can't break away.
Lieutenant Louis Barbieri, I heard you have yet to write a will.
I lost all my family in the war, sir.
Perfect. You shall be a part of our salvation. Don't die! You have permission to take off!
Aye, aye, sir.
The Alicorn has surfaced. Commence assault.
Chase them!
Splash one! We hit them hard. They should have taken heavy damage.
Aircraft have launched from the Alicorn. Target hit.
The enemy submarine's outer hull is severely damaged. It won't be able to dive like that.
Yeah! We surrender.
What's going on?
I know this voice. This is the submarine aircraft cruiser Alicorn. We surrender. Stop shooting.
All aircraft, cease fire.
It's a con man talking. I should know.
Let's just sink it!
Negative. We cannot attack those that have surrendered. That's a breach of international law.
I repeat, we surrender.
What do we do?
Weapon use is prohibited.
Why hold international law so dearly? We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. Then I'll happily quit my career.
Do not attack.
We will surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
I'm David North, an analyst at the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed your terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Let me tell you a story. Back when I was a gunnery officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm. The seas were rough that day, and still I landed one of the 2 shots.
Here's a question. Was your plan elegant? The answer is yes. At least until 3 strikes ruined it.
What do you know of beauty?
They have no intention to surrender. Stop them, Trigger. Hit the barrel, Trigger. Hurry.
Wait, Trigger. Stop attacking immediately.
Charge up. Target is the ocean capital of Oregon. To take the lives of 1 million people 5,000 kilometers away with my very own hand. It's fired.
It's okay. The shell will miss.
What happened? What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass.
Move the next shell. Aye, sir.
All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn.
Wilco.
Alright.
Wilco. Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
Yes, sir. Can't raise the elevation of the barrel. 3 strikes in the sky is a sign of ill omen. Captain, all slow ahead. Flood gas trim tank. Gas first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs. Don't you see 3 strikes? 10 million lives will be saved at the cost of 1 million lives.
Liar. You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Your attacks are hitting the base of the rail cannon.
You just made a statement right there, didn't you, Trigger?
Temperature charge at 45%. Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
Trigger, you put an end to this.
Don't hesitate. They quit being soldiers the moment they fake their surrender.
Powerful boat, a powerful gun, powerful ammunition. Add to that lots of people and a precise aim. Then sprinkle death over all of it, and the formula is complete.
You're nothing more than a mass murderer.
Then don't touch me. What makes you and I any different? If you want to kill the 300 men on this boat to save 1 million, how is that any different?
Trigger, give him the answer. Have him take it to the bottom of the ocean.
Don't you see? Don't you see? Landing a cool shot on a difficult target. That is what makes it elegant. That is true beauty.
All right!
Target hit. Target hit.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger.
Confirming explosions. The rail cannon's been destroyed.
Yeah, baby.
That's our final answer.
I see loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah.
There are some who send those around them to their doom. Like Captain Mateus Torres was a devil incarnate. But there are others. Others who show the way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast the light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it. This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, banishing the darkness.
Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft in David, the operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Need to hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, we'll head to the mess hall. Well, it's time for some treasure.
Operation is complete.
Can we celebrate now?
Yeah, good work.
Yeah!
Yahoo!
Your next mission's in 32 hours.
Whoa. Not something I
That
tell
was
my son
something.
about. Give me a break.
I'm good, Alex. Won't need that wake-up call every 2 hours anymore.
David, only the summary is fine. Give me the report ASAP. I'll hand it to the president.
That's why I haven't slept in the last 80 hours.
78 hours and 52 minutes.
Okay. Well, now to the conclusion. Assuming that 3 strikes is a singularity, why not terminate him?
There is a fact that has been observed in all of the missions 3 Strikes has taken part in. All dependent elements that either mimic or follow the subject have increased chances of survival.
Try to be more sensuous.
Go Trigger's way, you'll make it. He leads the way.
Really?
Significance is high.
That's uncharacteristically illogical of you.
Ha ha ha.
Is that really how you laugh? Hey, Alex. I've almost finished writing the summary for the report.
Perfect.
I'm still unconvinced. So here's a question for you, Alex. How can we do this without killing 3 strikes?
Spencer still hasn't recovered? Yes, but the doctor won't let him fly. Just as much.
How much longer are you gonna make me wait?
Who's the self-important stiff?
You're here, and he really is quite important.
We're connected. Ready now, sir.
I'm Brigadier General Howard Clemens. I'm in charge of this operation. Our objective is to capture an advanced submarine in harbor at Artiglio. The port of Artiglio and the surrounding oil facilities were mostly destroyed by another air operation.
Oh, that port. Seems like such a long time ago.
You've been there?
However, Erusian forces repaired the facilities and used them to resupply and maintenance a massive submarine.
Here's a question. How long do you think this submarine is? If you guess 495 meters, you're right. It also has a width of 116 meters, with a submerged displacement of 810,000 tons. It's a supersized nuclear submarine powered by 2 liquid metal-cooled reactors.
I guess it really is huge. So who's the quiz show host?
David North. I'm an OIA analyst from Advanced Weapons Analysis.
Why isn't he here?
Because he doesn't need to be. He can perform his analysis at his home office.
Ha! We've got ourselves an armchair detective.
Continue.
I've come to call this super submarine the Alicorn. The Alicorn is a submarine, and yet it can stage aircraft operations like a carrier. It also boasts some serious firepower with its 2 main railguns. Their range is over 400 kilometers.
A real monster for the world.
The sub's force projection capabilities are equivalent to a carrier strike group. Furthermore, it can approach underwater or use aircraft and railguns to attack outside the enemy's range. It has an unusual history befitting such a ship. It was launched 4 years ago. However, it went MIA on a sea trial after being outfitted. It was later found at the bottom of the ocean by chance, and of the 356 crewmen, 330 were rescued. Here's the question. For how many days was the Alicorn underwater? It was 698 days.
Whoa. They were down there 2 years?
They were on the seafloor at 15 degrees.
So why are they deploying it to the front lines now?
I suspect it has to do with the loss of an arsenal bird in the IRBM cluster.
Huh. Okay, so we just blow up the damn thing?
We capture it. Don't make me repeat myself. We've had reports from local sources that there are weapons of mass destruction aboard the Alicorn.
Source?
If we can secure that evidence, we'll gain advantage in the peace negotiations post-war.
The Ocean Navy has dispatched a fleet, including a landing ship, to capture the Alicorn. Our mission is to secure air superiority and protect this assault and capture task force.
If we take too long, they'll scuttle the sub. The fleet will commence its actions while we seize the skies.
Wouldn't it be risky to bring the fleet in before we secure air superiority?
That is none of your concern.
So basically, you're putting our fleet in danger for political gains.
They should have taught how to address superiors in boot camp.
An EW squadron will be deployed. Their ESM will be a valuable asset. Stay within their range, and you'll have a significant advantage over your enemies. The ETA for the EW aircraft is the same as HL.
Only Strider Squadron will sortie.
Whoa, I have to sit this one out?
Wait, Wiseman, you're not coming?
I'll be assisting the Brigadier General at HQ.
This is by no means a difficult mission. Your squadron commander's absence shouldn't change that.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
It's a requiem. Set off as soon as we're ready.
Here we go. Do it with a bang.
Understood.
Shit. What's up?
Friendly aircraft and EW aircraft will arrive 5 minutes late.
What?
Retreat and wait for backup.
Retreat not authorized. Gain air superiority at once. Trigger, what now?
Just a four aircraft? It's just talking verbs. Come on. It's time to find a real fighter pilot.
Are we doing this or not? Trigger's already kicked off the game.
Going in. After Trigger.
All aircraft, engage. Weapons free.
Sir, you didn't tell us there was a change for H hour.
In our hotshot one will last 5 minutes.
Got tons of company above and below.
Don't slow down. Late is not an option.
Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Enemy has a lock.
They're one step ahead in the dogfight. Get us through at the time is
Target acquired.
Strider 1, enemy has a lock.
Being outnumbered is tougher than I thought.
Shut your trap and keep shooting.
Shit! Do it with a bang. This one's mine. Attacking.
Missile away. Missile hit.
Air combat's a lot harder without Wiseman.
You sure? Our man Trigger was an absolute monster just now.
Fired. EVA figure 1. 3 and 4 headed to 305. Head to attack. Figure 2.
Trigger, I'm seeing advanced stealth fighters.
SG-57s, highly capable planes. Stay on your toes if you engage them.
I don't need the Wiseman to fly.
Improve it, Count.
Righto.
Trigger shot down at SU-57. Enemy. That's the pilot. These guys are good. I'll put the one on the left and you take the one on the right. We're the last generation of fighter pilots. Just what we can do. It's not every day you're in a battle like this.
Come on, try me. Nobody's got more combat experience than we do.
Strider Squadron. Enemy aircraft have begun their assault on the fleet. Swiftly secure our air superiority.
I know that, but we're outnumbered. Pushing back hard.
On my target's back. Time to punch through. Not yet. Keep him hanging. Take him down.
Strider 1, missile away.
Pilot ejected. Then rescue. Keep course. First are to be expected.
One piece me?
Help me!
Strider 1, bandit destroyed. Missile launched.
Friendly hit. Brzezinski!
Down quite a few, but haven't even made a dent.
Shut up. You see Trigger complaining?
Well, he doesn't talk much, but fine. Here I go.
This is Enchanter. You're the CEO.
Yes, EW aircraft and Drake Squadron are here.
I didn't think you'd get her so quickly.
The EW aircraft have strong ESM on board. They can improve your dogfighting capabilities by enhancing missile range, homing, and more.
Yes! It's the air combat I've been waiting for! Don't really care about the sub and just want a good fight out.
Break 1. Break the coordination.
Drake Squadron, follow me. I'll show you how the pros do it.
Copy that. Show us what you got. Straight 5 engaging. Straight 8 engaging. Keep your eyes on 3 strikes. You might learn a thing or two. Roger. Don't let them get to Enchanter.
Entering ESM range. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Trigger splash to hostile.
Good. The ESM's improving your aircraft's dogfighting capabilities.
Strider 1, enemy missile.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
Are you sure? Damn sure. It's 3 strikes.
Strider 1, missile away. Strider 1,
Okay, I quit. Not counting their numbers anymore.
Copy. Breaking out of block.
Receiving support from ESM.
Keep your distance from the AW aircraft. Roger.
Strider 1, bandit destroyed.
Keep track of your allies.
Should do.
Lock on.
We're not fighting UAVs. It's just as hard on them as it is on us.
Look what we've got here. This planet I may be past our prime, but we're no pushovers. Yeehaw! Here we go, cowboys. Surround them.
Fox 2.
Almost have it.
Strider 1.
Getting a real warm welcome here.
Fun what you got for one last supper. That was a fine last night, brother. Making this away for me to take it. Don't help rubber skills. You hit me. You're right. I got my goose up charm with me.
Multiple aircraft approaching this airspace. They're Harriers.
Any moves to attack our fleet must be stopped.
All right.
See you later, cowboy. All right.
I don't even have time for a snack on this operation.
You just wait. I'll get you a break in a second.
Thanks.
I can target at the moment I try to close in on their ships. They're only human. They'll tire out soon enough.
EW aircraft is taking fire from a YF-23.
Picking up.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Cover me.
Moving here.
Missile hit. Harrier destroyed. Nice work. Those fighters are after the fleet. Take care of the rest.
Anti-air station. Target enemy aircraft.
No control. Returning to base. Don't forget to tell the mechanics you need to have a problem with the temporary trick shot. So, system getting placed for pilots replaced by USPS system. This is it. This is the battlefield I've been craving.
Damage control to GIC. The engines are intact. We're still good.
Harrier 2s have all been destroyed.
Good job.
Great work.
Get on the enemy EW aircraft.
You ain't no match for me.
Command to the officer. The approaching landing ship is to be considered hostile. Set it as your target.
Roger. Set primary target to hostile landing ship.
Our target is the captain. Often.
Roger. Harry. Captain. Ah, you don't see it. Don't worry about the people on board.
Detecting hostile barrage jamming. They brought EW aircraft. I'm displaying the jammed area on your radars.
I should have switched with Lanza. Enemy attack struck me. I'm still okay.
Receiving support from ESM.
Good job.
Strider 1, missile launched. The rings are fitting. At last, we're light at the end of the tunnel. Continue with your mission. Effects of friendly ESM are negated inside the enemy's jamming zones. Be careful.
No magic allowed, huh?
We're gonna make sure it doesn't come to that.
Missile's not homing in properly.
When in range of enemy jammers, missile lock-on and homing capabilities are reduced.
This is gonna be trouble.
You see that? Splashed an enemy EW aircraft.
Nice kill, Cal. We'll go over that one during debriefing.
Righto.
All aircraft be advised. Enemy strike fighters are on the approach. They're fullbacks, definitely faster than the ones before.
They'll pose a serious threat. Take them down.
Righto. Trigger, let's get this done quick.
We passed the 3rd checkpoint. We're halfway there. From touching to all ships. Change formation.
Full speed ahead. Move in front of the landing ship puppet. We're going to be their shield.
That would have been way too close if it wasn't for Trigger.
Another enemy aircraft approaching our ship.
Entering ESM range.
Don't bother
ship is under attack. Keep the enemy away from our ships.
Control's rating! Evacuate immediately! Lost ship! It's the destroyer Kite!
Target eliminated. Go to work.
Looks like we'll have that beast captured in no time.
They'll be happy to see us. Spent 2 years at the bottom of the ocean. They wouldn't want to go back to that.
I see 3 strikes. I'll kill you.
All aircraft be advised. 2 bogies on the approach. Aircraft type SU-47.
Birkins. The ocean doesn't have many of those. Where'd they come from?
Hey, Rage, can we kill him now? I've waited long enough. Use the confusion to kill this 6. Like a true villain, huh? I like the way you think.
Who's seeing on my tail? Taking fire!
Woo! You idiots, ignore their illusions. Don't call me an idiot. I'd kill you if you weren't my brother.
Bogey shot down an Erusian bird.
What do you mean?
No more reinforcements. They must be hostile. You are clear to engage. Don't hesitate.
I'm gonna screw you up so bad.
Who are these guys?
They're neither Ocean nor Erusian. They're just really fast.
Alright, Scream, keep them hanging.
Hostiles just popped out of nowhere.
It's an ECM, type of saturation decoy.
Visually scan for the source.
It hit me, dude! The bastard hit me! Shit! Scream, pulling out. God damn it! 3 strikes, I will have you! You will die! What? Hey, what are you doing?
Am I hearing things?
No, I hear too.
That's so fast. You don't have enough time to pick your hair.
Hey, those filthy bats are on the run. Let them go.
That bitch was using Lucia's radio frequency. That's an encrypted military channel.
That's nothing to worry about now. Focus on the mission at hand.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Missile launched.
Door warning.
Strider 1, locked on target. Missile away. Target is down. Chaff and flares are depleted. Entering ESM range.
Bandit acquired.
Fox 2. Strider 1, bandit destroyed. Additional hostiles confirmed. We're detecting surface-to-ship weapons teams around the sub. Eliminate them.
From here, that submarine looks huge.
Come on, 1 round in the hole and we'll sink it. No, no, no!
We got this. 3 strikes and a squadron over.
Missile launched.
Our allies are keeping them busy. Now's our chance to attack.
Target is down.
We got down yet.
Missile hit. Strider 1, locked on target. Strider 1, bandit destroyed. Be advised, enemy ground forces are preparing to strike.
A friendly shot down the SU-34 approaching the fleet. We owe you one.
3 minutes remaining.
Captain, it's 3 strikes on his crew. They've tied down the enemy bird. Our men might make it through.
They're not retreating. The submarine must be going to them.
Destroyed. All ground targets destroyed.
This takes away the enemy's surface-to-ship capabilities. Fine work, Trigger.
Captain, they're ready for takeoff, sir. They're prepared to sacrifice their lives to carry the cargo. Beautiful. Negative. Captain.
Lives are about to be snuffed out with senseless cruelty. Guarding was we sacrificed to put them to rest.
Helicopters charged.
Great. Destroyed.
Target in sight. Almost done. Bandit ready. We can destroy their landing ship. We can sink their planes along with it. Get in!
Locked on bandit.
Receiving
5 to men.
2 minutes remaining. Target acquired.
Let the LRSSC take care of the enemy aircraft.
Special delivery.
Fox 2.
Receiving support from ESM. Missile launched.
Stay in formation.
Missile. Fox 2. Strutter 1. Missile launched.
Missile.
Enemy got ready.
Missile.
Many of us
Strutter
cleared.
1. Bandit destroyed.
Bandit in my sight. Lock on.
1 minute remaining.
Fox 2.
Fox 2. Target acquired.
I have to Bravo.
Entering ESM range.
Alicorn, do you copy? We cannot stop the approaching enemy landing ship. Scuttle the Saab immediately.
Fools. As of now, this boat no longer belongs to the Erosion military.
What do you say?
Don't you see?
Puffin, this is Lancaster. Enemy's resistance is dwindling and we've almost secured air superiority.
Puffin copies. Commencing capture operation.
The rest is all yours, Captain. Now I can finally have my sausage rolls.
That's the kind of food you eat up there?
Of course. Anything other than finger food would get in the way of my duties.
That clearly wasn't what she meant.
Took longer than I expected. I'll be leaving now. You take command from here on.
Whew. Well done, pilot. Then slow ahead both engines.
Are you sure? The landing ship Puffin to all active units. Enemy submarine has started moving.
Commence firing.
Main guns commence fire.
Bearing 180, cruising at 5 knots. Movement on the deck. It's their aircraft.
Alicorn fired on her with the railguns. The landing ship's on fire. It's gonna sink.
Confirming launch of submarine-based aircraft. 4 bird. It appears one of them is carrying a cruise missile.
What?
What happened?
Listen up. You need to take that bird down. Hurry!
Patch me in. Do you hear me? David North here. There's a possibility the cruise missile is a WMD.
Shit! Hey! What about the submarine?
We gotta help our ship first.
Don't lose them! Shoot them down!
Shit!
Open vents. Fill all ballast tanks. Full speed ahead once we're underway.
Enemy submarine is going under.
Shit! That monster will roam the oceans.
Trigger's caught up to them.
Scrap them, Trigger.
20,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO.
Heed my words. This boat has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. We seek not a conflict, but rather a restoration of balance and judgment. And it will be done with rigor from beginning to end. And the world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take.
Captain!
Come on!
Only then will they let go of their weapons. They've taken the lives of 10 million.
I can tell he's insane. Across the radio.
The honor of our nation and its military.
10,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO. Bring it down.
Now they're eating us.
Human shields. Crazy.
Double time it, Trigger. You're the faster pilot.
5,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO.
carriers. You'll be the honor of our nation and its military. I will be a proud brave constituent sister.
Yeah.
Salvation!
Target's destruction confirmed.
Seems he was down by 3 strikes. The damn bastard ruined it. Captain, don't you see? He walked all over it with his dirty boots, over the crisp white sheets of my bed that I had just made. Let's have him assist in the next plan. It'll make a fine sideshow for our scheme to kill 1 million people. Or was it the plan to save 10 million lives, Command Duty Officer?
Here we go. Do it with a bang.
The operation has been completed. Stand by for further orders.
Hold on. We still don't know who those bats were. Why were they after Trigger? They were using OCS radio frequency. You mean they're on our side?
Impossible. They didn't respond to our IFF. Or maybe they were there to settle a personal score. There's nothing unusual about being shot in the back by an ally.
Guess it might have been that way where we came from, but you know what I'm saying, Trigger?
Everyone, here's a question.
That's enough. Remove him from the call.
Wait, don't hang up on me yet. How did they know that we had intelligence on their weapons of mass destruction? They never would have taken such actions if they didn't know.
They have a spy.
Better to be suspicious than not, I suppose.
At the very least, we'll have to assume from here on out that they know everything that we do. Another question, Alex. Captain Mateus Torres, the captain of the Alicorn. What is his goal?
There are 21 likely targets. The number of main routes
Wrong.
to the targets is 2,405.
You're being too logical.
Want me to define main?
Alex, can you be more sensory?
What do you mean?
Make me a collage of Torres's quotes. Work freely. Keep my hypothesis in mind.
Life taken by cheap kills of forward projectional sea power.
No good.
No good.
Alex. All right, let's go on. Try to be a little more sensuous.
Monstrous, 16,752. And salvation of passivity.
Okay.
Vulgarity of 6 per minute. A forward security.
Good.
Will of nuclear retaliation on death. 160 millimeter guidance where massacre is placed by mass planning.
More logically.
Salvation of 10 million. An elegant massacre upon the Cage continents.
Stop. That's correct? Or is it?
David, I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes, based on your hypothesis and mission parameters
from the past. I ran a precision combat simulation. But it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are... 1. Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is 99%.
What?
Significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 strikes data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
The Erusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
From which source, Brigadier General? There's a possibility the Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on, speak only when authorized. I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead, carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyard Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Erusian territory. To delay hostile detection, you will sortie in small numbers and make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie. Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Hujan, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider Squadron will be deployed.
Well, all right, I got this.
To cover our lack of numbers, we're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here. We've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change armaments. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting them. Use this window to destroy high-threat targets. That should make things much easier for you.
It should also raise the survival rate.
Survival rate, huh?
The element of surprise and resupplying are the key. Beyond that, I just need a couple of pilots who will stick to my orders. We don't need an ace to succeed. Got anything to say? Good.
Brigadier General.
That is all.
David, go on.
Let me share the career of Mateus Torres, captain of the submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you think?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was a captain of the battleship Tanager at the time of the Continental War. It led Aegir Fleet, the Invincible Armada. But when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero?
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live. Transfer from surface to underwater is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation, along with the fact that the Alicorn is no ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add one more to the mission conditions.
What, you want to make it even harder?
I want 100% survival rate for the sortie. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Wilco, I'll eat their hearts out.
Sorry, Trigger. The juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! 4 bogeys! ETA 2 minutes!
We're already here. Where's the attack coming from?
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Never had any of those to begin with.
Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game.
AA defense system was destroyed before it was activated. This'll make things easier later.
Lieutenant General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time?
Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned. Damage report. Where are we getting hit?
Strider 1, Fox 3.
Whoa, it's a ruckus down there.
Damage report. Sir, there's a few of them. Received no damage to the port and ship.
Command won't accept this report. Do whatever it takes to shoot them down.
Resistance from enemy air defense is confirmed. Keep on dining. Just don't pay for it.
Righto!
Strider 1 crashed.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Wilco, I'll eat their hearts out.
Sorry, Trigger, but the juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! 4 bogeys! ETA 2 minutes!
We're already here. Where's the attack coming from?
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Never had any of those to begin with.
Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game.
AA defense system was destroyed before it was activated. This'll make things easier later.
Lieutenant General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time?
Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned.
Target hit.
If we let them go, they'll be on our asses later. So don't hold back.
Give me a damage report.
Fox 2.
Resistance from enemy air defense is confirmed. Keep on dining. Just don't pay for it.
Righto!
Begin firing SAMs! Fools! They think they've already won. Now's our chance. Now time for a counterstrike.
Still the online ships are engaged. If only we had anti-ship missiles where the truck was. It's a shipyard over there.
This port is home to multiple enemy fleets. Probably too much for Mons' poor stomach.
Damn straight. Trigger, Cal, lend me a hand, will ya?
Prioritize anti-air combat preparations over leaving the port.
Not bad at all, Trigger.
Enemies gonna lock.
If we can get him here, we'll be able to save a lot of poison for Monty.
Okay. Port's back to the brim.
Take out the ones huddled together.
Dock base taking damage from airstrike.
Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've emptied your weapons bay.
I got company, even if we're up against 3 strikes.
Fox 2!
Counterattack, no!
There's nowhere to run inside the bag!
Target acquired.
Not a drill, I repeat, not a drill!
Bandit destroyed.
Use your familiarity with the exact enemy is
How many are there? Like 1,000 enemies against the 4 of us? So you probably need to multiply that by 10. Fine by me.
A
back away. This is definitely a work of 3 strikes. I'll reject my report if it weren't. That's a lot of ships lost. We're gonna make a fortune once the war's over. Buy stock in salvage companies while you can.
Missile launched.
Don't let your guard down, guys. 100% survival rate. Let's go.
Yeah, we're all going home together.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Hostile has a lock.
Missile.
This is Shepard. Seems 3 strikes is showing a stellar performance. Osea has much needed you. That is the unanimous conclusion of those in this room, Brigadier General.
Missile.
Certainly not the result I predicted.
Missile.
I'm sorry, sir. This is Tucker 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our target.
Enemy's got a lock.
Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Prin, sending coordinates.
Low altitude approaches are not sure.
All aircraft, we've data linked the intel we received from our recon team. View the visual on the target, shoot it down.
Came in for a picnic. Found ourselves in a marathon. Thought you said this was gonna be a walk in the park?
You can take walks to, well, walk. But a picnic, you have to eat.
You don't have to tell me which you prefer.
Have our ships being so stalled. Somebody do something about those bastards up there. Target confirmed down. Samuel Prin gone. Solution's naval stratagem will lose its edge.
Trigger, don't push your luck on a damaged aircraft. Get on the return line if you need to.
I'm actually getting used to flying my trigger. Sending target information. Commence anti-air fire. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Strider 1, this is...
Locked on. Enemy's got a lock.
4 MiG-31s approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2,000.
Oh my God, until the rear catches up. Stay back. You're not equipped for air to air. Please look out machine gun. Engaging. Getting on phone. Breaking.
Missile inbound, missile inbound.
Target destroyed.
Damn it! Where are reinforcements? Shaking off enemy line. We are the reinforcements. Missile, evading.
Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply.
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is... Destroyer of Vias Bridge has been hit! Camelot platoon, take a roundabout towards the joint government office from the waterfront.
Strider 1, missile away.
Strider 2, us 2.
Missile hit. Bandits coming from the northwest. They're in large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
Core fighters in Cricket, below altitude bearing 015. Have a report of 3 strikes among them. Have no further intel. Sorry, we couldn't detect the port.
Roger that. Leave it on time. Ask squadron, intel squadron, clear to engage.
All aircraft, performance is disappointing. Pick it up. The attack will fail.
We're only about us time. Don't waste it. This is Tucker 04 requesting airstrike. Sending coordinates.
Aegis vessel Thalassa has been destroyed. The enemy's AA capabilities should be greatly reduced.
We're keeping minimal personnel on board for damage control. Negative. All personnel abandon ship. Damn it. We catch a ship like this.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Awesome. Keep it up, Trigger.
Don't you sneak up.
Target acquired.
Target confirmed down. That was Fleet Commander Gleb Almazov on board. It's gonna take a long time to rebuild the fleet without him.
Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Menace and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
A pristine fleet? After all that?
Let's do this. Reach the CIC. Multiple smoke pools from the port. If it weren't for the bad weather, we would have been caught there. Prepare for anti-air combat. Parker drone has reached the target. Captain, we're starting the guided artillery fire drill.
Command to the officer.
We'll turn the drill into a real war. Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is control. You don't see it, do you? It's imagination.
Can't aim for the
imagination, my fellow submariners. A single shell will save 10 million lives. Begin drill. Anti-air combat. Anti-air combat. Those are birds. Thank God!
Try to one. Missile away. Maintain course to return for resupply.
Keep your eyes on the sky. Ignore ground activity.
Strider 1. Missile launched.
Fusion, check your six.
Aegis vessel Menace destroyed.
Respond. Menace, please respond.
Piece me? You got it.
Additional UAVs on radar.
Pretty shabby for a reinforcement.
Stay sharp. There's something amiss.
Target enemy aircraft. Fire!
Strider 1. Missile away. Target is hit. Warning. Incoming high-speed projectile.
Projectile?
It's the terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV.
What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation.
Impact at the UAV's coordinates.
Shit, I'm hit.
What? What happened?
More on the way.
What in the world?
You alright?
Fire incoming. Distance 50,000.
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is...
It's adjusting its course.
Trigger, get away from it.
Distance 30,000. Contact imminent.
Trigger, you hanging in there? Picture it. Salvation. The death of a million is a necessity.
Analysis shows the projectile was a railgun shell. We're currently determining the launch site.
They're shooting from beyond the horizon. That's why they need a UAV for terminal guidance.
We'll data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it. You're telling me to leave my teammates behind?
Fusion, head back. I think that 100% survival rate.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
We got the rest covered.
I'm counting on you.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed. Taking on this much naval power is an astonishing feat.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Target acquired. Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. Strider 1, missile away.
We produced enough of the enemy forces. Job well done.
That prime rib and truffle soup sure were good. But hold on, lunchtime's not over yet. Go grab some desserts.
I knew you'd say that.
Projectile exploded in the distance. Must be a failsafe.
Bingo. Looks like we found a solution.
All right, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
Hell, that's easy for you to say.
More aircraft destroyed the entire board? Are the enemy hallucinating?
It's not a hallucination. It's a nightmare.
Railgun shell lost its target.
Tucker 04 to Lancaster. We need you to attack the designated heli.
Strider 1, watch your tail.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Target confirmed down. With Captain Alonso Terrigo gone, Aegis vessel Thalassa won't be much of a threat.
Chaff and flares are depleted.
Enemy phosphate. Breaking up.
Missile away. 3 minutes remaining.
Target confirmed down.
Back to resupply.
In 10 years, Vice Commander of the 7th...
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is...
In 10 years, Vice Commander of the 7th Destroyer Squadron, Tom Von Lee, will be in charge of the Erusian Navy. Well, would have been, actually.
Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact.
Locked on! Watch 2!
Damn cowards, shooting us from beyond our range.
Missile away.
Sergeant, bandit on your tail! 1 million lives gone! Picture it!
3 strikes is performing well above our expectations.
Oh, you sound downright ecstatic. All right, Trigger, let's go get him.
Strider 1, missile launched. 2 minutes remaining. Enemy has a lock on you.
Hostile has a lock.
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact.
They got a beat on you.
Locked on.
Impact, now.
We're playing tag with a bomb. Missile closing. Break!
Strider 1, box 2. Strider 1, bandit destroyed. Missile hit. Hostile confirmed destroyed.
Bandit shut down.
Target acquired.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Strider 1, missile away. Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. 1 minute remaining.
Three strikes. Relax the drive. Imagine we're just about to be killed. Why am I going to be killed, you ask?
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is Control.
Imagine we're just about to be killed. Why am I going to be killed, you ask?
3 seconds remaining.
Because they wanted to steal from you, to torment you, to burn you, to cut you apart. It's for your sins, your actions, and your vengeance. There has to be a reason. Three strikes has none of that. I do. Do you see command duty, officer? You don't, do you?
Missile, evade!
Well done. We've managed to hit the Erusian Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard.
That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one.
Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. You completed the mission, but it's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard.
Stand by. Warning, 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090, Su-47s.
Lanza! Missile! Behind you! Lanza!
Strider 3 is hit.
Good. Now we have less goons to deal with. Do it, Scream! That's those damn bats!
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you, watch out for the missiles! The missile alert didn't go off in time. Hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick. Calling out to unidentified aircraft. Cease combat immediately and withdraw. What the?
Brigadier General Clemens is radioing enemy aircraft on Ocean channels.
Dueling! Trigger's already started. I repeat, withdraw.
Don't want anyone thinking we screwed up. 3 strikes is going down.
They're responding. You goddamn idiots.
Call me an idiot again, I'll kill you.
You siblings can go to hell together. Brother and sister?
Strider 1, watch your tail.
Locked on! Good, you're on their 6. It's 2 on 2, Trigger. We can't lose.
Sorry, but you don't count. It's 2 on 1.
What are you calling a wuss?
The bats seem to have enhanced their ECM capabilities.
Righto.
Can you go crazy outside the time screen? I've got you in a small mantis of doom.
We're trying to make you chase one so the other can get on your ass. Fire again! Fire!
Let's fight! Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact.
Range, missile!
Ain't no shit to take down Trigger.
Better stop acting tough if you don't want to die real fast.
Go on and try it.
Don't take your supply to 3
There may only be one left, but don't let your guard down.
Let's finish this once and for all, Trigger.
I can't do this alone! You're not smart! You know that?
No need to feel sorry about it, Trigger.
No! I can't do anything! Not on my own! No!
The enemy has a lock on you. Don't let the enemy's emotions make you lose your cool.
I don't pity him, not one bit.
I don't want to live! Kill me!
Girl's gone from crazy to bonkers.
That's a hit. We got the bat.
Take that, asshole.
Unidentified aircraft, eject. Eject now.
Three strikes!
The bat's blip has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
Meet us at the drop-off point. 3 Strikes has removed all Strangler erosion forces. That did make for a good sideshow.
I have no doubt that the plan to save 10 million lives will lead Erusia to true victory.
Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
I can almost...
Fusion, no, stop it! Hey, chill.
Fusion, stand down! Sit!
Shit, my cola.
The fleet at Anchorhead was eliminated, and we prevented the submarine from joining forces. The unidentified aircraft were shot down too. The mission was a complete success.
Complete success, my ass.
Brigadier General, it sure seemed to me like the bats knew you pretty damn well.
You seem to be confused. Report in for a medical check. We'll decide if you're still fit for service based on the examinations.
Cut it!
That's enough! Get the MP!
He's right. Get the MP.
Vice Chairman Edwards of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
The Alicorn slipped into Anchorhead Bay after the mission was completed, using the confusion for cover. It resupplied quickly and escaped unharmed. Their goal was not to join forces. It was to resupply using the window we created by chasing away the Erusian forces. We did their bidding, albeit unknowingly. But the problem runs deeper than our lack of tactical acumen. Analyst North, explain for us.
Of the crew caught in the submarine accident, 330 men made it back alive. Of them, 300 are still in the sub today. Our intel has led us to believe that some or all of the 30 men who left the sub are now working as agents for the Alicorn. Sabotage, espionage, cyber propaganda, dissemination of false intel. Brigadier General, do you recognize the name Edgar Saxon, or Zool, as he used to go by? He is a former member of the Alicorn's crew, and your source of intel.
You are a fool, Brigadier General Clemens. Not only that, the radio communications during the mission suggest you are a traitor.
Sir, if you check with Lieutenant General Shepard, you'll understand that this is all just a misunderstanding.
The Lieutenant General claims you were responsible for handling all aspects of the mission. Now, let me say that again. Get the MP.
No need for that. Piece of shit.
We've acquired important intel from the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air fire came in on depressed trajectories. Look, the estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge.
A mobile Stonehenge.
And also, this. The Alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon?
Tactical nukes.
Close. The answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Hey, you got that question right.
Nah, I missed the shell part.
Quiet.
They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Ocean capital.
They want a nuclear war?
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have the nukes.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
But we're after an Erusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Erusia's justification is that the Alicorn mutinied. As such, the Erusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
Damn.
So they intend on dropping a nuke on the Ocean capital of ORED.
Here's a question for you, analyst. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.